Hey guys, I beat Resident Evil 2 as Wesker. Here's how that went. First, I would like to thank the creator of this mod pack, Kira5Z. I've got to say, they did an awesome job with these Wesker skins, and I hope she eventually can add the voice or maybe even special loadouts for these skins. With that being said, this mod can be found on Nexus Mods if you want to give it a try. After admiring how clean and crisp this mod looked, we run into our first zombie, which was no difficult task. We run into Claire and arrive to Raccoon City, where we are face to face with a massive horde of zombies. So I do a 180 and hightail it on over to the police department. And then, after my failed attempt to save this police officer, getting saved by Marvin, and obtaining the spade key, we get our first big story moment where we meet up with Claire. I guess maybe not as big as I had imagined, but a good point in the game to mention. As a result of blowing up the wall to get the last medallion, we are thrown into a boss fight with the first stage of William Birkin. For this fight, I knew I would probably need more resources for this boss fight, so I went ahead and collected everything I needed to take him down that was in the room. Which, taking him down wasn't too difficult. With a little bit of patience and strategy, I was finally able to defeat William Birkin. After defeating William Birkin, I follow Ada to make sure she gets home safe. However, instead of going to her house, I see this guy die. So I try to make my escape out of the parking garage as quick as possible. Okay, that didn't work. Let me go back and try this again. After that, I come face to face with this guy's killer. Once I obtain the final electrical part, I make my way back to the jail cell and snag the key card. However, Mr. X did not appreciate that and attempted to stop my escape. As a result, Leon's wife hit him with a van, proving her usefulness to me for the future. After that, we leave and make our way into the sewer, where I'm chased by a massive killer croc. He gets me the first time, however, I blew him to smithereens, which is probably the worst way to get blown. After that, we have a run-in with Annette Birkin, and she tries to shoot my future employee, so instead, I took the bullet for her. This causes Ada to go after Annette and get hurt and become a liability to me. Once I woke up from my nap, I wandered through the sewers till I found this VHS tape. After the goop sesh, I ended up lost in the sewers. However, that doesn't last too long, as I come across the key and some of the chess pieces that I need for the wall. So I went straight to the room where I needed to plug them in. And after I had gotten them all in their spots, I realized I was missing one. So I went all the way back to this room and grabbed it. Then I went and plugged it back into the wall. After that, William Birkin had tracked us down and we gotta fight him again. However, this was a super easy fight, as I had just used the crane to my advantage. Then I reunited with Ada and we made our way to the nest. While I was there, I made the shocking discovery that if you burn the ivy zombies, it will permanently kill them. Usually, I would just shoot the yellow bulbs on their bodies and just avoid them. After what felt like hours of aimless wandering, I finally figured out where the solution cartridge was, so I went and made the solution and dispensed it so I could get to the final upgrade to the bracelet. Then, after obtaining the T-virus sample, I got to face William Birkin again. This was a quick and easy battle for me, so after defeating him, the nest's failsafe activates, so I make my escape, only to be stopped by Mr. X. I saved all my magnum ammo for this fight, but still it wasn't enough, and I had to use the rocket launcher on him. After defeating him, I hitch a ride on a train where we can view my pretty sad results for the run. If you enjoyed the video, I recommend you check out the full gameplay footage I uploaded for you folks to check out. Thanks for watching.